All right, now let's go back to that developing story where a hostage situation is unfolding in Sundumbili near the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, we understand that armed robbers apparently are holding staff with the manager of the store hostage. Our senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is on that story. Dasen, just before we got cut, you had stated that you have a guest that will possibly give insight into what exactly is happening now.
Let me bring him back into the conversations. That's the SAPS's Brigadier J. Naika. Brigadier, sorry about that. We did get cut off. Now, I said, let's start with what's happening right now in that building behind us.
Okay. Police officers from the Special Task Force as well as the Tactical Response Team have penetrated the building. We have a hostage negotiator that's with them also at this stage. There's a number of shops that's in that complex that they need to go through because we don't know where the suspects could be hiding. So they will be sweeping through that complex to find the suspects.
It's not easy to say at this point, and I understand that, but do we have any numbers? Do we know how many robbers had gotten into this building in the morning? How did they hold them up? And how many staff members are at risk? The latest numbers, that is.
We can't be 100% sure, but from what we've seen from the video footage, we counted 6 suspects in the building. They're all armed with firearms. At this stage, from our calculations, there should be at least 3 staff members that are in the building. It could be more, but at this stage, from what we've been told, there could be at least 3 members of staff in the building.
What is it that went wrong this morning? Because we've been speaking before and we said that, a hostage situation is not a common occurrence here. So what could have triggered the armed robbers into taking this type of position?
Well, I think they were caught by surprise because when they initially came, they thought it was going to be quick. They held up staff. And when they got into the building, but fortunately for us, other security officers witnessed what was taking place and they contacted the local police who immediately responded. Fortunately, the police station is very close to this building and police officers immediately responded and surrounded this building and that prevented them from escaping. There was an escape vehicle, we are told, that was waiting for them, and as soon as they saw the police arriving, the person who was in the escape vehicle also fled.
Okay, is there a search for that vehicle at this point? Is there any update on where that person may have gone to?
Look, at this stage, we've circulated the vehicle. The description, unfortunately, is not very clear. But our focus now is on trying to free the hostages and taking down the suspects that are in the building.
Most importantly, Brigadier, what is the condition of those that are inside? We know that a few people that were inside were released and they were treated by paramedics here. But do we know the condition? Is anyone injured?
No, at this stage we can't tell. We don't believe that anyone was injured, but at this stage we can't tell you what their condition is. We just hope that we can resolve this matter as soon as possible to make sure that they can get medical attention if they're required.
I have to ask you this question, Brigadier, because not a long time ago, I think probably just over a month ago, you and I were talking at another hostage situation, in Durban. Is this now a trend? Is this something that we are seeing more often? And is there a reason behind that?
Well, I think in both situations, I think they were caught flat-footed by police because of the quick response from police. They had to take hostages, to negotiate their way out. So I don't think they plan to take hostages today. With the normal modus operandi of criminals is to go in and out very quickly. And I think they were just caught out by the quick response from police today.
What will be the next steps from here? You said that a search is underway. There is a hostage negotiator that is on site. Just take us through what would normally happen in this process and how it should be expected to play out.
Well, we're hoping for the best because members of the Special Task Force and the Tactical Response Team are sweeping all the offices, all the shops in that complex to hopefully find them. We're hoping that it will go down without any fatalities. From both sides. We don't want any hostage also to be injured in this process. So they will be going through the process very slowly. As I said, the hostage negotiator is on standby. If we do find them holed up in a specific part of the building, the negotiator will be on standby to negotiate with them.
Are you able to verify these claims that there was a pension payout that was due, or that there was money on site that may have attracted these robbers?
Well, at this stage, no, I won't be able to verify that, but I mean, I can understand that there's a number of shops in here, and it's being a Monday. Maybe the robbers had information beforehand that there was cash on hand in this because most often they have inside information, so they won't just pitch up if they don't have inside information. So it's possible that they had information that there might be extra cash on the premises this morning.
And thank you very much for that, Brigadier Jay Naika. We will be here on the scene, just keeping an eye on this. As you did hear, a search is underway for those robbers. Hopefully they are found. That is the complex behind me with other stores in it, a hardware store from what we can see here. There's a Boxer store off to the side, obscured by this tree. And for now, that is where the task force members are going to be looking. I see some of them that are outside here, appearing to be part of the team that was sent here, also supported by the TRT as well as the K9 unit, security officials that were here. So a large team that is taking care of the situation, and now the priority is to get those that are trapped there out safely and obviously have those behind it arrested. Right now the community is also gathered outside here waiting to hear what's happened. There are Boxer employees that we saw earlier that are also waiting to hear what's happening with their colleagues that are inside the store. A lot of nervousness, a lot of anxiety, and people just wanting answers and want the situation to be cleared up. It certainly was not expected on a Monday morning, and certainly not that early. This happening at about 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when these armed robbers took employees of the Boxer Superstore by surprise.
Very disturbing situation there, Dasen. Thank you very much for that update. We'll catch up with you a bit later on. That's eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah.